So another one of my hobbies that I love doing is reading webtoons, which are color comics that are updated weekly. In addition to the anime and the Fire Emblem content that I'll be doing, I will be reviewing certain webtoons as well that I have read. One of the webtoons that I'm going to review today is Days of Hana and how it portrays real life prejudice in the webtoon community. Now, if you haven't read Orange Marmalade, then you're sleeping and you should go read it right away because this is the same author that did Orange Marmalade, and it is a really, really good webtoon that showcases prejudice in their world. So when I found out that the creator of Orange Marmalade had a new webtoon come out, I quickly hit the subscribe button because his work is really, or she is really, really good. So for all y'all who don't know, Days of Hana is a webtoon by the creator of Orange Marmalade, which focuses on a werewolf named Haru and a human named Hana. And Hana is the owner of this werewolf. Werewolves in this world are kind of exiled, and they were driven to the point of extinction. But certain people, like Hana's father, fight for their survival. In return, they're taken under the care of humans and they serve and live and do what they say. Basically, the werewolves are kind of like indebted to their masters. So if they die, then they die inside, etc., etc. It kind of has the premise of Orange Marmalade because in Orange Marmalade, it was about vampires living with humans. And so it's like werewolves coexisting with humans. You know, there is prejudice, many people don't like them. And there's a lot of weird stuff going on behind the scenes. But Days of Hana does not really focus around its prejudice, which again is just a really good aspect of the webtoon. It focuses around the relationship between Haru and Hana. See, Haru is in love with Hana, but he doesn't really know how to accept that, or if he should accept it or not, because werewolves are not really supposed to love their masters. They're just supposed to serve them. While Hana is unknown to this, Haru has these feelings inside, and basically we're seeing how he's coping with these feelings so far in the webtoon. Now the webtoon is ongoing, so I'm just gonna give you my impressions so far, but so far I think it's really, really good. The style and just the whole concept of prejudice and love and how that ties into romance is just a really sweet thing that was kept in Orange Marmalade, and I just love seeing how the author translated that from Orange Marmalade into Days of Hana. The artwork is quite impeccable, which is another just icing on the cake when I read Days of Hana. Right now, it seems that the author is taking his or her time to develop the characters and develop the story and really get it into our minds. Again, kind of similar to what she did in Orange Marmalade. And that's really good because the characters here, as all of their work, are quite interesting and unique and bring something interesting to this prejudice-like world that they live in. The author's previous work, I can only be fascinated as to what levels of prejudice are they going to put in and how. And also, what will Haru do and how will he answer it and how. I feel like so far in this webtoon that both Haru and Hana are kind of unaware of what's going on. Well, let me phrase that. Haru is aware of what's going on. He has feelings that he really can't control, and he doesn't know if they're acceptable or should he push them away. While Hana, I think, kind of knows, but because of the world that they live in which and the position that werewolves have on the social ladder, she chooses to ignore it, which is why what she's doing, like, it's kind of like you being friend zone. She kind of treats him like this friend, but she's doing things with him that is just making his feelings grow more for her. And Haru really doesn't know what to do with that. So while they're both like kind of like not knowledgeable about their feelings for each other, I feel like they're both becoming more and more aware. And again, it's just going to get more interesting when it's revealed how they handle those emotions that they have. Bottom line, again, I think it's such an amazing read. so far, and it can only get more interesting from here. Again, if you're a fan of webtoons or you were thinking about getting into webtoons, even if you're not such of an romance person, this is definitely just quite a read. If you don't read it for the romance, just read about how prejudice and social status works in the world.